Okay.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to just seek an applause from all of you that this time again Asian has been awarded with Pritzker Award Architect Leadership. So it's really a proud moment for us Asian. Thank you. So I'll just start with my country report. In the last 2-3 roundtables, I have been always talking about the kind of activities which is going on in my country. We are getting mature day by day, and we have got many rating agencies with us. We are proud that we have got 4, 5, 6, 7 rating agencies with us. One is the IGBC, B, ESG, Edge, and fortunately today Edge people is here with us. He is from India, he's working in Indonesia. We have got Greha, which is a government rating agency, and of course USGBC as a lead rating. Now, another feather has come to our cap. This is JAM. Latest introduction of JAM has been there for rating tools. This is green and eco-friendly movement. So it is being organized by SOCM, that is the Associate for Commerce of Indian Commerce and Industry, and they have come up with a very beautiful drafted rating tools, in which we architects talk to them. We say that there were a lot of lacunas in the present rating tools, where lots of points or the marks were given to the active measures rather than the passive measures. So if you really see the rating tools, lot of points has been given to the parameters like sustainable development, 12 out of 130. Energy efficiency, 12 out of 130. So it was a very holistically drafted rating tools in which lots of points on the involvement of Architect Association of India. They have formulated those parameters and try to stress more and more on passive measures of rating tools. Because India is a diverse country, our architecture, our climate changes after every 500, 600 kilometers we have got from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. So we cannot have a generalized rating tools if we really respond our architectural design as far as climate is concerned. So we spoke to all the rating tools in the country that there has to be a sufficient number of points given to the climatic response to a design. So I think this is one of the newest and the latest rating agency in India. Now, these are the various categories. JAM 1, if you achieve point 49, you get a JAM 1. JAM 2, it comes with a point of 64. Finally, if you achieve more than 105 points, you get JAM 5. And one thing I would like to bring to the notice of this entire forum, that whatever building bylaws are there in our country, and whatever parameters are there for MOEF, that is the environmental clearance, you will be surprised that if I judiciously, holistically follow all those compliance, my building is not less than a gold building LEED. So they have been formulated in such a holistic manner. Everything has been addressed properly when you put up your file for a project for MOEF clearance. So, but the point is, we admit that there is an awareness lack in terms of compliance. We are well documented, well aware. In fact, and even nowadays in our country, customers also know about green building. They know what is a platinum rated building. They know what is a gold rated building. So this is a lot of good awareness program is going on in our country, and so which put us more aware as an architect, to deliver our designs in terms of green and sustainable architecture. Now, again, proud to say that we have got a footprint of 7 billion square feet for green and sustainable architecture in India, which takes us second in the world. We are almost second in the world, I think, after US. After US, we are second in the world. 7 billion square feet of green footprint makes us really mature. Now, this maturity, makes us more cautious about the compliance part for green and sustainable architecture, so that we do not commit any mistake while doing the compliance part. Now, I'll just throw a light on the various events which we have been doing in India as a part of green movement. Recently, we had a Ranthambore festival, wherein we talked about climate change and the role of architects in climate change. And fortunately, I invited Dr. Arif, Devotosh was there, and one landscaping architect from Hong Kong, Virat Chatterjee. We talked about how architects can take action on climate change with respect to heritage and tourism. Jaipur being a tourist city, Rajasthan being a tourist state, So we talked about that. So this is what it was in the wildlife sanctuary of Ranthambore. We talked about climate change in terms of architecture. Now, another feather to our cap was World Green Building Congress in Jaipur. It just happened after Acacia. So people used to tell, like, what is happening to Jaipur? Every international conference is coming to Jaipur. After Acacia, which was like talk of the country, Acacia was in Jaipur. So we had a Green Building Congress where Lee Siang, he came from Singapore, and he was like very happy to know the development which has been going on in our country. There were 2,500 delegates, more than 1,000 delegates from the overseas, Yeah. Another thing which recently I was being called as a speaker for a mass shift. This is a mainstreaming sustainable social housing in India project. Our Prime Minister has come up with a vision of housing for all by 2022. 2022 housing for all. So a lot of affordable housing projects are being coming in our country across pan-India. So UN Habitat, Oxford University, in collaboration with TERI and of course IIA Indian Institute of Architects, they have gone for a workshop where we talked about that how we can make our housing sector sustainable with passive measures, which is more important. Because active measures, I can do anything. I can create a glass wall of Saint Gobain and get a rating. But what? I have to use the passive measures in my design. And how I achieve the points and I come with a proper rating.
Passive is the way to go.
Yes. Yeah. In fact, I always talk to IGBC in India, Jayanta for you, always talk about IGBC. I have a disconnect with them. You say, you guys are getting commercialized. You say, use this product, green product, accredited by IGBC, you get 5 marks. So why? Because we in Acacia, I've been attending Acacia Green and Sustainability for the last three years. I've always learned here from all my fellow country members, institute members, that we always talk about passive measures. I still remember the presentation given by Acha in Bangkok Roundtable, it's changed my viewpoint, I have with all my courage, strongly able to tell IGBC, no, go for the passive measures. No, you don't need active measures. You can always go, put in a lot of money. A person living in a village of India or Pakistan, his name is Ram Laura Abdullah, he has got a greenhouse. He has got a greenhouse made out of what, just few dollars. This is green architecture. We need to talk about this. A very serious issue. We architects need to address it very properly. We have been discussing with the developing authorities, how to make the bylaws for green and sustainable building. How can we give the FAR benefits and all. Now, just I'll take a very quick glimpse about the experience of vernacular architecture living with water. You must be surprised that I hail from a state called Rajasthan, which is considered to be a desert. And look, what my ancestor has given me, how they have created my build form with respect to water in a state like Rajasthan, which is like a desert area. See, the Bawaris, I think most of you have, when you were in Jaipur, most of you have gone to Chand Bawaris. Step well, they were taking care of the rain waters. They are the essence of our legacy. You take all the rainwater in the step well, you store it, and you reuse it. And we have been doing it for last, 100, 200 odd years, So my ancestors, they were not architects, but they were the city creators. They were the build form creators. And this is how. See, Rajasthan, there is a Jal Mahal, which is amidst a lake. Lake is not a man-made lake, it's a catchment area. This is how a build form has to be treated with water. It was a very good topic, living with water, especially for people like me who coming from Rajasthan. I talk about water is the build form in my state. See, Amer Fort, most of you have gone to Amer Fort. There is a water body just before the army fort. It is a catchment area. It's a catchment water body. Again, step fill. This is a step fill in Jaigarh Fort. They store all the water, reuse it, make it potable, supply it for their day-to-day usage. Other step fills and all. And one of the most beautiful city in the world, I'll say in the world, is Udaipur. It is a replica of Finland. It's called City of Lakes. The entire city is in Rajasthan. Entire city is developed amidst the lakes. Lakes are again the catchment area. And all the lakes are interconnected. So in case of any flooding times, they supplement each other. And the entire city is, just see the Google image. Entire city is developed amidst the lake. This is Rajasthan. Just the map. These are the two major lakes, all the developments. Another city is Chittorgarh, which was a fort, which used to have 88 water bodies in that fort. 88. No matters now, only 29 are functional. But see the vision of our ancestors. So my submission to the House is, whatever legacies we have been given by our old, not architects, but the old planners, I think we should carry that forward. This is the major concern. Thank you. Thank you very much.